As someone who has a gorilla grip, I have had instances where a man has come too soon or got too aroused too fast. But there are a couple things that make or break if I'm going to call him again. Coming too soon does not automatically disqualify you from getting some pussy again. It's when you come too soon and you don't know how to recover from that moment. You let that moment consume the entire evening. So I'm here to tell you all the ways to redeem yourself if you came too early. So at the gate, acknowledge the situation without over apologizing. I don't want to hear I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, the excuses, the blame game. You telling me it's because my pussy's too good, I was too wet, I was moving too much. I don't want to hear that. Acknowledge the fact that you came, but also reassure her that just because you finished, you're not done. Don't project and make your embarrassment her problem. She should be aroused with you. She should be overly wet. She should be grinding. She should be feeling good. And let's just say she was showing the fuck out. Let's say she was popping that motherfucking pussy so good and that shit was so warm and wet that you couldn't control yourself. Make sure you frame that in a way where it comes off as a compliment and not as an excuse. And immediately after that, reassurance, I'm not done with you. Yeah, you got me. You got that one. I'm going to give you that. But I'm not done with you. If you choose to over apologize in this moment, it's going to kill the moment fast because she's going to get irritated. Now, when it comes to round two or initiating round two, don't hit her with the get it back up. It is not her responsibility to get your motherfucking dick back up because you came too soon. It's time for you to put your fingers in your mouth to work. You owe her one. You owe her one. She shouldn't have to suck your dick to get it back hard after you came too soon. That's double punishment. No. You're responsible for your second erection. If she wants to suck your dick, that's on her own accord, but don't you ever leave her responsible for getting it back hard again. Shift your focus on her pleasure. So we doing hands work. We're caressing her body. We're touching her nipples, all her erogenous zones. We're touching her pussy, her clitoris, squeezing ass, groping throat. We're going to communicate with her too this time. We're going to take it slow. You already got one out. Don't be greedy, nigga. You already got one out. The attention's not on you no more. You had your time for this to be shared attention time. And you finished too fast. So now you need to make sure she's straight before you make sure y'all straight. So we using hands. We touching. Another way to use your hands. If she got some toys, go ahead and start using them toys. Let her at least get an orgasm out before you penetrate her again. So we're using toys. We're using our mouth. We're kissing. We're communicating. We're suckling. We're licking. We're licking all over her body. We eating her pussy. All the above. She's still going to get to orgasm. It is just in a different way. It is just in a different form of sex. That refractory period, the period that you have from when you ejaculated to when you get aroused again, that's not the period that you just need to sit there and chill and go smoke and just go lay around or something like that. While tensions and the emotions in her pussy is still wet and high, use your refractory period for foreplay. So that whole time, while you're getting her off, you're making sure she's feeling good, you're reassuring her body. While you're in that phase getting your body back prepared, we going down on her. We eating that pussy without being asked. We sucking them titties. We committing fully because the attention is on her. You're in redemption phase. We're being enthusiastic. We've moved past coming too soon. You've already acknowledged that, so there's no reason for you to even bring that up or even talk about that. You're keeping that same confidence that you had in that first round. We're making her orgasm in all these different ways while you get your body prepared. We're using our fingers, being slow, intentional. watching her body adjust, watching her guard go back down. It's not a race. You see what happens when your ass move too fucking fast. It's not a race. We're letting her have her turn. You should already do this from the beginning, but there is no shame in the sex toys. You're initiating the sex toys. You're asking her where they are if they're not present during the first round. Most women have sex toys. So if she doesn't have the toys present, ask her where it's at. Say, where's your rose at? If you don't know what type of sex toy she uses, maybe use this as an opportunity to have that conversation while you're kissing on her neck, while you sucking on her titties, and while you licking on her, pleasing her. Ask her where's her toy at. What toys do you use? She tells you. I want to see it. Bring it to bed. Let me play with it. We combining the kissing with the touching, with the vibrations, with the talking. You're holding her toy while you're maintaining eye contact. You're finding all these creative ways to make her come that don't require penetration. And talk her through these orgasms that occur without penetration. Ask her what she wants. Ask her, does it feel good? What would make this better? Would it make it better if I sucked your pussy while I used your toy on you? While I used your dildo on you? While I fucked you with your dildo and sucked your pussy? Would it feel good for me to suck on your nipples while I use your rose on your clit? Ask a question that you know the answer to. Ask a question, yes or no. Keep it very simple for her. Maybe she likes to be watched. Ask her to show you how she plays with her pussy. Still talk to her, still remain present, still touch her where she wants you to. Provide your hands, mouth, fingers, etc. in other areas while she shows you how she uses her toy. Maybe the vibes were not 100% right the first round. Maybe there was no music playing. Maybe the lights were too bright. Use this as an opportunity to make her feel prioritized and also to fix the mood, fine tune the mood. It is not her job to fix you coming too early. Don't let your attitude and your confidence be affected by premature ejaculation. You still have other tools that you can use to ensure that everyone is satisfied. Don't turn this into a therapy session and you talking about I ain't had no pussy in a minute. I ain't never had a bitch do XYZ. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Your mood and the way that you pivot after you come too early directly determines how the rest of the night goes, how the rest of y'all exchange goes. If redemption is not enough, prevention is still possible. I tell everybody to do this. I tell women and men to do this, but masturbate beforehand. If you know that it's been a long time since you had some dick, if you know it's been a long time since you had some pussy, you're going to be thinking with the wrong fucking head. Play with your pussy before you go see that nigga. Play with your dick before you go see that lady. Also, with prevention is learning your body, learning your triggers. If immediately entering the pussy and going too fast, if you know that you are real sensitive in that first 1 minute inside the pussy, slow the fuck down. And make sure she slows the fuck down. And if you can't make sure she slows the fuck down, you need to determine what position that you start in. So you need to be in a position that allows you to control your pace from the beginning until you can get used to being up in that pussy. If you feel yourself coming too close too soon, pull that motherfucking dick out and slap it on her pussy. Pull that dick out, play with the pussy. Pull that dick out, play with her, kiss on her, caress on her, touch on her, slap it on her. Eat her, lick her, touch her. It's not a fucking race. You don't only... Eating pussy is not just for foreplay. It's not just for before sex. You take the dick out and eat some pussy too. You take the dick out and suck some titties too. That shit don't only go in the beginning of sex. Use that as ways to break up how long you up in that motherfucker so you not coming too fast. If it's too good for you. I'd rather a nigga keep pulling that dick out and telling me how close he's getting and how good it feels and how close it's making him to come than for him to come within the first 5 minutes where I'm just now getting used and I'm just now getting close my damn self. It's better to communicate within the act than apologize after the act. Learn how to enjoy edging yourself instead of going all the way there. When you get to that point of high arousal and you know she has not come yet, you know she has not finished, pull back, stop and start. Just sit up in that motherfucker. If you don't want to pull it out, if that shit feel too fucking good, stay still in that pussy. Feel that pussy. Close in and hug you all around. Pause. Then resume and get back up in the groove. You can make that sexy. When you pause in that pussy and you sitting in there, you trying to recoup yourself, look her in the eyes and talk to her. Touch on her body. Depending on what position you in, you may have her full body underneath you, her whole canvas where you can touch on and you can look her right in her eyes. Make her practice her fucking Kegels on that dick. Make her get back. Shift her focus a little bit. We training that motherfucker. You look her in her eyes and you start describing how that pussy feels, how tight that hug is. You start asking her to squeeze. You start asking her tighter. We training that pussy. But you taking a break. But we getting her, we increasing the blood flow in her pussy. We getting that motherfucker pumped up and throbbing, ready for you to recoup and get back in the groove. Have a Kegel around that dick when you pause up in there. You Kegel too. Kegels are not just for women. You know how you make a dick jump? You know how you can clench that motherfucking ass and shit? Do that shit too. I know a lot of y'all niggas don't want to hear this, but if you come too fast for the pussy, you need to put a condom on. You may be one of those niggas who's just too sensitive. You need to use a condom. Use the condom as a tool, not a fucking crutch. If you know that you too sensitive, if you know that you can't enjoy too much time in that pussy, you know she got that motherfucking fire, and you really want to please her, the condom is the cheat code, nigga. You say you don't like to use condoms because it takes away some of the feeling. No shit. That's the point. You feeling too fucking good, nigga, and you forgetting about the other person who's there. I'm gonna need you to pipe down. We using the condoms. We breathing. We keeping eye contact. We slowing down to regulate our arousal. Now, if you find that this is a pattern, you come in early all the fucking time. You have this issue with every partner. It ain't just her pussy, they pussy. It's everybody. Make sure that for every partner you have, they orgasm before penetration starts. If penetration is a weakness for you, you need to make her come in every way before that. Every way but with your dick. That also can take the pressure off of you. If you've made her come by eating her pussy, sucking her titties, using her toy, touching on her body, talking her through it, grabbing on her neck, rubbing on her clit, eating her ass, all types of shit, before you even stick the dick in, you will be so overly confident sticking that motherfucker in, regardless if you only spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes in that motherfucker. She's coming 10 different ways before you got to that point. Don't make sex the whole show if you can't show out. You need to have a good opener. You need to have a good opening act. So that way that whatever happens at the main show in sex is a bonus. Because this nigga has licked and touched me in so many motherfucking ways and flipped me all around. And like I said, give the illusion of positions and flipping around too. Don't keep her in one spot for too fucking long. That also can help you buy some time. Flip that bitch over. You boom boom power for about 2-3 minutes on her stomach, flip her over again. She's gonna feel so fucking tired and tossed around. That's a tool. So we done did some prevention. We done made sure she came first before we stick the dick in. We done stuck the dick in. She's all taken care of. Don't immediately detach. Follow her vibe to make sure she's straight all the way into aftercare. Don't just assume because you got that second one out that everything's good. If you guys have the capacity, cuddle. Ensure that she's wiped down. So immediately you need to make sure you're the one who gets her the washcloth. The nigga needs to always give the washcloth. That's not a bitch's job. Unless you're at your house, bitch, and that nigga don't know where your shit's at or you don't want him all up in your shit, nigga, you need to always be the one to wipe her down. You wipe her down, y'all cuddling, y'all talking. Shit, if you want to make a little jokey joke and laugh about it, do that if the vibe allows. If she's feeling if you've really redeemed yourself and y'all in giggles, y'all cuddling, y'all holding, start talking about future stuff, doing shit tomorrow and all types of shit. Make some jokes about the shit like, God damn, that motherfucking pussy was so fucking wet. That pussy was so good. Bitches love a good sex debrief. I love to have a good sex debrief where now that we've finished the act, we done had our out-of-body experience. Now we can talk about what we was watching from a third person, a spiritual realm. We laying in bed, we talk about that time where I screamed a little too loud, or I bit down a little too loud, or he fucked and hit the back of my motherfucking pussy too hard, or where I was running, or when he had me creaming and squirting and all types of shit. I love a good sex debrief. Debriefer. Make jokes. How you handled after you came early is what she's going to remember. She's going to remember you as a nigga who made sure she was satisfied no matter what. So make sure you got your stamina in check. Make sure you make her feel special. Make her feel prioritized. Make it feel like her orgasms matter. So those are just my pointers on how to redeem yourself after coming too soon. This is just a quick little video. I'm literally washing my hair and I was like, I think I want to talk about this. So I had to film this real quick. But if there's any of them that I missed, let me know in the comments below. If there's any other methods that you have found to prevent yourself from coming too soon, to share with anyone else in the community. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this real quick and make a quick little video. But